Once upon a time, in a big, bright village, lived Maya. Maya was very wealthy and beautiful. She had a large house, many luxurious clothes, and countless sparkling jewels. Her father gave her all this wealth before he passed away. Everyone in the village said, "Wow," when they saw her. The village children would often peek through the garden gates to catch a glimpse of her fancy dresses. But Maya was different. She preferred to be around people who were as wealthy as she was. She wouldn't play with those who had less, even when they smiled at her, and sometimes she wouldn't even smile back. Her father had not been like that. He was kind to everyone and shared his wealth generously. People loved him very much. They still liked Maya, hoping she would become like her father one day. Maya didn't think much about marriage. Her mother said, "Maya, you're not getting any younger. Find someone nice." But Maya would shake her head and say, "No, I want someone very special. He must have more money than me, be super nice, and never have been married." People whispered, "Who could that be? No one like that lives here." So Maya waited and waited and waited, thinking about the man who would be just right for her. She believed that somehow, somewhere, she would find him. But for now, she enjoyed her wealth, her big house, and her shiny possessions, not ready to share them with anyone just yet. One sunny day, Maya met Leo. Leo was from another village, not too far away. He was rich, just like Maya, and he also inherited his wealth from his family. Just as she did, Leo arrived in a fancy carriage, and Maya was immediately impressed. Maya liked him because he was rich, and Leo liked her too. So they decided to get married and live together. At first, everything was sweet and happy. They laughed, enjoyed delicious food, and lived in a large, cozy house. Maya and Leo seemed perfect for each other. They would host grand dinners where all the wealthy villagers would gather, and everyone admired their lifestyle. But after a while, things started to change. Maya liked making all the decisions. She wanted to be the boss. When Leo said, "Let's do this," Maya would often say, "No, we do it my way." She thought that since she was rich and a bit older, she should be in charge. Leo grew frustrated, but he tried to hide it. He hoped things would get better. One day, Leo had to go on a trip. He told Maya, "Please stay home until I come back." But Maya didn't listen. She went out to have fun with her friends and traveled far away without telling Leo. When Leo came back, he found the house quiet and empty. He asked, "Where is Maya?" The caretaker said, "She left to have fun with her friends." Leo waited for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 3 days. Then Maya came back. Leo was very upset. "Where did you go?" he asked. Maya didn't like the question. "Why do you ask? I can go wherever I want," she replied. They argued loudly and for a long time. Leo said, "You should respect me. I am still the head of this house." But Maya didn't agree. She was angry. "I don't need to listen to you. No man can control my life," she said. And with that, Maya packed her bags and went back to her own village, leaving Leo and their home behind. She was single again, back in her big house, thinking about what had happened. She stared at her jewels, but they didn't seem as bright anymore. People in the village whispered about Maya and Leo, wondering what would happen next. Maya's mother was sad too. She said no marriage is perfect. Maya's mother was sad too. She said no marriage is perfect, Maya. But Maya didn't want to hear it. She thought she would just find another man, a better one this time. After leaving Leo, Maya met Daniel. Daniel wasn't rich like Leo or Maya, but he had a big heart. He was the kindest man in the village. Maya thought, well, he is very caring. That's one thing I wanted. So Maya and Daniel decided to get married. Since Daniel wasn't wealthy, he had to move into Maya's large house. Daniel worked tirelessly in the garden, planting flowers that made the house look even more beautiful. He did everything to make Maya happy. He cooked delicious meals, cleaned the house until it sparkled, and even gave Maya foot rubs after her long days. Daniel would sometimes buy Maya pretty dresses with the little money he had. He always said, I just want you to smile, Maya. For a while, Maya loved it. She was happy she could control him. It was as if Maya was the husband and Daniel was the wife. She felt like a queen. Daniel was always there, making sure she was comfortable and happy. But soon, Maya started to feel like something was missing. She saw that Daniel didn't bring in any money. He spent his days making sure she was happy, but the big house and shiny things needed money to stay that way. The bills were piling up, and Maya began to worry. Maya thought, Daniel is nice and very caring, but he's too lazy. He never contributes much to the family. Instead, all he does is just sit and enjoy my labor. Then one evening, Maya sat down with Daniel. She said, you are very kind, Daniel, but kindness doesn't fill our pots with food or keep this house running. Daniel felt sad. He wanted to make Maya happy, but he didn't know how without money. Maya's mother talked to her. Maya, you have to choose. Do you want Daniel's kindness or someone who brings in money? A man who has so much time to care all day and night would barely have much time for work, my dear. Maya thought hard. Finally, she said, I need more than kindness. So Maya told Daniel, you need to leave. You're not the husband I need. Daniel was very sad, but he packed his bags and left. He left a small bouquet of flowers on the table as a farewell gift. Maya was alone again. She had everything she wanted in her large house, but she wasn't happy. She missed Daniel's kindness, but wanted more. The villagers whispered, Maya has sent another husband away. What will she do now? After Daniel left, Maya felt a bit lonely. She would sit by the window, watching the children play outside, wondering if she had made the right choices. But then she met Kobe. Kobe was like a dream. Everything she had wanted in a man. He was handsome. He was rich, very rich. He was also kind and caring, and he had never been married. Maya thought, wow, Kobe is just perfect. So Maya and Kobe got married, and it seemed like Maya had finally found her perfect match. Kobe was everything Maya wanted. He bought her beautiful things, took her to fun places, and always made sure she was smiling. They danced, they laughed, and their house was full of joy. Maya felt very lucky. They would have picnics in the garden that Daniel had planted, and everything seemed perfect. But after some time, things started to change again. Kobe was nice and kind, but Maya sometimes forgot to be nice back. She didn't say please or thank you. She didn't cook or clean. She thought, Kobe loves me, so I don't need to do these things. Kobe had friends and family who would come over. Maya didn't greet them nicely. She just said hello without smiling. Kobe's family was very important to him, especially his parents. But Maya didn't visit them or help them. She said, why should I? They can take care of themselves. Kobe's parents noticed this. They said, Kobe, a wife should be kind and respectful, not just to her husband, but to his family too. They were upset. They told Kobe, Maya isn't right for our family. Kobe was sad, but he knew his family was right. He loved Maya, but he also knew respect and kindness were important. So Kobe talked to Maya. He said, we can't be together if you don't respect me and my family. Maya was shocked. She didn't expect this, but Kobe had made up his mind. Maya packed her things and went back to her village, alone again. Back home, Maya thought about Kobe. She had everything she wanted, but she still wasn't happy. She started to wonder, maybe it's not just about finding the perfect husband. Maybe I need to be a better wife too. But it was too late for her and Kobe. When Maya returned to her village after leaving Kobe, she got a big surprise. A flood had come and washed away much of the village, including the farms that made Maya so rich. The once lush fields were now barren, and many villagers had lost their livelihoods. Suddenly, Maya didn't have all her money anymore. Her large house didn't feel so big when there was no food to eat or money to spend. Maya and her mother had to leave their large house and move into a small hut, much smaller than anywhere Maya had ever lived. At first, Maya felt very sad. She missed her soft bed, her shiny things, and her beautiful clothes. Now she wore simple dresses and helped her mother cook with whatever food they could find. She would fetch water from the well and help repair their small hut. Living in the small hut, Maya started to think a lot. She remembered Leo, Daniel, and Kobe. She thought about how she had acted with them. I had 3 good husbands, she said to herself, but I wasn't a good wife. I wanted to be the boss with Leo. I didn't value Daniel's kindness, and I didn't respect Kobe or his family. Maya saw that she had been looking for the perfect husband without thinking about what it means to be a good wife. I was not nice, Maya realized. I did not share or help. I only thought about what I wanted. In the small hut, Maya learned to live with less. She talked to her neighbors, the ones she had ignored when she was rich. They were kind to her. They shared their food and stories. Maya started to help others too. She shared whatever she and her mother had. Maya's heart began to change. In the small hut, she learned to say please and thank you. She learned to listen and not always be the boss. She found out that being rich with money wasn't the same as being rich in heart. One day, Maya said to her mother, I was wrong. It wasn't my husband's fault. It was mine. I forgot to be kind and respectful. Her mother hugged her, happy to see Maya's growth. Living simply, Maya learned a big lesson. She discovered that being happy doesn't require lots of money or being in charge. Happiness comes from being kind, sharing, and respecting others. Maya was ready to be not just wealthy, but also a good person. As Maya started to live her new, simpler life, she met someone unexpected. His name was Luca. Luca was very different from the men Maya had married before. He wasn't rich, and he had been married once. He didn't match any of the things Maya used to want in a husband, but there was something special about Luca. He was kind, he laughed a lot, and he cared about Maya in a way no one had before. Maya and Luca became friends. They talked, helped each other, and laughed together. Luca would bring her small gifts like flowers or fresh fruit from the market, and Maya appreciated the thoughtfulness. Maya liked how Luca made her feel. She didn't worry about being rich or being in charge. With Luca, she was just Maya. One day Luca asked Maya. One day Luca asked Maya if she would marry him. Maya thought about it. Luca didn't have much money, and he wasn't what she had always said she wanted. But Maya realized that those things weren't what made her happy. Being cared for, sharing laughs, and helping each other, that was what made her happy. So Maya said yes to Luca. They got married and started their life together in the small hut. It was a happy life, simpler than Maya's life before, but fuller in many ways. Luca and Maya didn't have much, but they had each other. They shared everything they had and worked together to make their little home a place of love and laughter. Maya was loyal to Luca. She didn't look for someone richer or more powerful. She learned to appreciate what she had. Luca and Maya respected each other. They listened when the other spoke, and they helped each other without needing to be asked. Their neighbors saw how happy Maya and Luca were. They saw how Maya had changed. She was kinder, she smiled more, and she helped others. Maya had grown. She learned that happiness didn't come from having the most money or being in charge. Happiness came from sharing life with someone who cared, from being kind, and from being content with what you have. Maya and Luca's marriage was not like the stories of riches and palaces. It was a story of true happiness found in a small hut with simple clothes and simple food. But it was their story, and it was their story, and it was filled with love. Maya finally found what she was looking for, not in wealth or power, but in a heart that matched hers. In the quiet of a beautiful evening, Maya sat outside her small hut, looking at the stars. She thought about her long journey, from the days of living in a big house with many shiny things to now living simply with Luca. Her heart was full. Maya remembered how she once thought that having a husband who was rich, caring, and never married would make her happy. She had married Leo, Daniel, and Kobe, looking for happiness in what they could give her or how they made her feel. But each time, something was missing. It wasn't until everything changed, until she lost her wealth and lived a simpler life, that Maya found true happiness with Luca. Maya learned that happiness wasn't about being rich or being in charge. Happiness was about sharing, understanding, and loving. She learned that no marriage is perfect. Every relationship has its challenges, but it's how you face those challenges together that matters. It's about understanding each other, making compromises, and being there for one another. Maya realized her mistakes. She saw that she had been looking for perfection in her husbands without being willing to give the same in return. She understood that a happy marriage isn't about finding someone who meets all your criteria, but about building a life together where both partners feel valued and loved. As Maya looked at the stars, she felt grateful for her journey. It had taught her about the true meaning of love and happiness. She was thankful for Luca, for his love, and for the life they shared together. The moral of Maya's story is clear. No marriage is 100% complete. What makes a marriage perfect is not finding the perfect person, but finding someone you can grow with, understand, and compromise with, to build a strong, loving relationship. Happiness comes not from seeking perfection in others, but from appreciating what you have and from the love, and understanding you share together. Maya's story is a reminder that the key to a happy life and a happy marriage lies not in the wealth or status of your partner, but in the love, respect, and understanding you share. And that, in the end, is the most precious thing of all. Thank you for joining us for this heartfelt tale. If you found value in Maya's journey, please like this video and share it with those you love. Remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss another enchanting story. Let us continue to learn, grow, and discover the beauty of life's lessons together. Goodbye.